Hi guys, my name's Cece and welcome to another episode of Pet Central. This week we have unlikely friendships, an island full of rabbits, and a Japanese company who has a great sense of humor. Stay tuned. Question: do you like rabbits? Well, if you do, you may just want to check out an island in Japan called Okinoshima, aka the Rabbit Island, which is just 3.4 kilometers off the coast of Hiroshima Prefecture. The island is literally overflowing with rabbits, and aside from being fluffy and cute, they also seem completely unafraid of humans. This was most definitely noticed by a Japanese Twitter user who was swarmed by the little fluff balls after pulling out some treats. The little guys instantly ran over and jumped on him as he handed out some snacks. However, he is not the first to experience this, as other visitors seem to have made it their goal to be covered by as many rabbits as possible, such as YouTube user and rabbit-obsessed My BB Bunny, who in this video right here simply has gone all out to be covered by what can only be described as a wave of enthusiastic rabbits. Others have gone as far as trying to better blend in with the locals by buying actual rabbit suits, even though I personally don't think the pink was the way to go to see if they could better attract some furry friends. While we do think the rabbit food works, we aren't so sure his presented attire made things much better or worse. Anyhow, if you like bunnies or dressing up as one and you need to find a place to go on your next vacation, you definitely know where to check out next. Fact: the internet loves cats, and this next story just backs that up more than ever. After a Twitter user called UOKZM received a package from Amazon Japan, he noticed that after he removed the contents from the box, his cat, whom is called Tuxedo, made himself right at home. So, with his feline friend firmly snuggled up in the box, he took a picture and posted on Twitter jokingly saying, "Bought a cat on Amazon." However, he soon received a fun response from Amazon Japan's help Twitter account saying, "Thank you for using Amazon Japan. We understand you've had some problem with your cat. We don't handle cats here at Amazon, so there is a possibility the cat slipped in after the package was opened. Please verify this matter." UOKZM then responded back, "Amazon help. Thank you for your reply. This isn't what's listed on the delivery slip, so it must have been swapped out when the box was opened. He seems to be really enjoying himself." Followed by another response from Amazon Japan saying, "As we can't do anything for goods that have been switched after the package is opened, we wish that he will live happily with you forever." We really love it when a company has a great sense of humor, and apparently so did many other Twitter users, who followed and retweeted the conversation and pictures over 13,000 times. Anywho, good on Amazon Japan for having a sense of humor, and we hope Tuxedo has many days snoozing ahead of him, inside the box of course. And now for another session of Ask the Vet, where you get to ask one of our vets a question about your pet. This week's question comes from Giorgio Grandi, who asks, "Is it safe to use a laser pointer with my cat?"
Yeah, it's absolutely safe to use a laser pointer, as long as you're careful that you never shine it directly in their face, because it can damage the eyes. And I think everybody is aware of that, just the same as in people. In fact, using a laser pointer is a very good idea, particularly for cats who tend not to do much exercise at home. So it's a great way to get them exercising, and a lot of cats are overweight. They're too fat, so they need a bit of exercise. A laser pointer is a great way to get them mobile.
And that's it for another session of Ask the Vet. If you have a question that you want to ask one of our vets, just hop onto our Facebook page and hashtag AskTheVet. Imagine this. You're a police officer called to the scene of a crime, where you see a car engulfed in flames, guarded by an incoherent man wielding a knife. What do? Well, you fire some shots in the air and you manage to subdue the man into submitting to the law. More officers arrive on the scene and the fire department extinguishes the burning car. Well, that did happen in Vancouver, Canada, but what happens next is both surprising and, well, entertaining. As police were cordoning off the crime scene, both themselves and onlookers were stunned when a crow swooped in, picked up the shiny knife the man was holding, and flew off with the evidence. Police chased the crow for about 15 to 20 feet before the crow thankfully decided to drop the knife and retreat to safety. Police then took the knife and decided to securely pack it in an evidence box, far from any crow or any other would-be tamperers. But who was the crow? Well, it turns out that our dark friend was none other than Canuck, a crow who was instantly recognizable by the red band on his leg, which was placed there by his would-be owner, Sean Bergman, who found the crow as a helpless little hatchling who fell from the nest. Canuck was then raised, fed, and groomed by his newly adopted dad, who watched him grow into a crow. However, Canuck has never left his owner's side, except when, like most crows, he flies off to find something shiny to bring back to his nest, which in this case had become Bergman's own home. Bergman has said of Canuck that he is very mischievous and a prolific thief, but he can also be quite comical, and he is very honored to be a close friend of the crow. Well, while we hope that no one finds any bloody shiny evidence in Mr. Bergman's apartment, we do like the unique relationship he has with his feathered friend. We've covered some unlikely friendships in the animal kingdom before. And once again, we found a story that will both surprise you and, well, if you're anything like us, release a collective awe to boot. Our story starts with Dennis Kinney, who last May adopted a kitten named Sappy. However, while she did receive some companionship from the kitten, she never thought that she would come second to a horse, Dakota. As the little kitten started to grow, her owner noticed that he would be laying next to Dakota as he grazed. Sometimes, Sappy also simply crawled up Dakota's tail, got onto his back, and fell asleep there, which seemingly is no issue for Dakota at all. Soon, it became apparent that the two were inseparable, and the cat was in Dakota's stall every day, especially during feeding time. What was even more impressive is that when Dennis decided to ride Dakota, Sappy would simply come along and either ride directly on top of the horse or run along next to them like a dog. She was quoted as saying, "Anyone who knows horses realizes that a horse could kill that cat with one step or one bite, but he is gentle with that cat and always has been." And if you don't think that's impressive, check out this video of Dakota seemingly grooming Sappy, albeit slightly unsuccessfully. Anywho, it just goes to show that friendship knows no bounds, even between a cat and a horse. And that's it for another episode of Pet Central. Don't forget to hit subscribe below if you want to keep up to date with all the latest pet news. Till next time, bye!